Hello again.
Hello.
Here we are. What episode are we on?
Episode 5, I believe.
Yes. It should be. If it's not, I'm so sorry.
Oopsie doopsie.
Oopsie. Okay.
Anyways, Mel, do you want to tell the topic?
I will try my best because I'm already going to struggle finding a title for this episode. But
this is more of an advice episode to begin with.
yeah. It's more of
it's adaptability in the face of challenges that we can't just avoid and the ones that we have to overcome.
Yeah. It's like certain things in life we have control over, and some things we have no control over at all. Some things just fucking happen, and I understand how annoying it is to adapt to things or have to go with change. I have dealt with that way too many times. I think majority of us have dealt with it.
Yeah, many people have.
But I'm sure there's also moments where we really don't want to adapt.
Yeah, we just want to live the way we were at the time.
Yeah, because it was easier. It was when we were maybe in a happier moment in our lives.
Or just it was comfortable because it was a constant routine or no changes were made.
Yeah, exactly. How exactly can we adapt to certain situations?
That is a great question.
I mean, if we get into school, for example, I think because we're constantly going there every day for 5 out of 7 times a week.
Yes.
We're kind of forced into adapting to it. It's accepting it that kind of changes everything. I think for school at least, it's a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if you're constantly going and you're like, I hate this, I don't want to be here and stuff.
The constant negativity.
You're gonna constantly stay in that negativity.
Mm-hmm.
And being negative about that won't exactly change anything.
And being negative about anything won't change anything.
Well, yeah, of course. But there is some moments where frustration is
allowed. Frustration and negativity are two very different things.
Yeah, it's constantly being frustrated and then negative about it, which then is okay, well, you're not helping yourself or trying to at least give things a chance in order to learn. With school, right? Mm-hmm. We've moved before. We've had to go through new friends,
new friend groups, new systems, new
teachers, everything. And I mean, I've mentioned previously, I've moved a lot. I'm currently on my 10th school.
Crazy, by the way.
I know. And over those many years, I've had multiple best friends that just kind of went into my life and then out eventually because I'd have to move away and then we'd lose connection.
Which sucks.
It does suck.
You're good. You're best friends when you're there, but as soon as you leave, they don't text you again. It's very sad.
Sometimes they do, but it does become very difficult to stay in contact. At least for me, I think it was because majority of the time when I spoke with my friends, it was during school, but during the summer, I would spend it mostly with just my family. We wouldn't text, but I think I was also too young to really text much.
Yeah, the thing is, I've been chronically online since age 8, so I can't really relate to that.
I mean,
I've always been a big texter with my friends. Skype was my favorite thing. My God.
Oh my God! Do not bring back Skype.
I was a Skype and Kik kid.
The thing is, it still exists and still gets used.
Somehow.
Sidetracking a bit, it's reminding me from I think 2-3 years ago when I had a Swedish tutor while I was studying Swedish, and the only place she could call, because she was an older woman, was Skype. So I had to constantly hear that Skype sound again, and I was not happy about it. It's a sound that got stuck in my head again, even though Skype is barely ever used, and I was like, why? It's funny.
Either way, back to the main point of you moving schools a lot and...
Yeah, with friends and people, sometimes you will fall out. If you are really, really close though, and you like want to keep talking, which I did with this one girl for like a couple years, where even though I moved away and like went to a different school, we would still like text and hang out. And even if it was only once a year, because for a couple years we would go and trick or treat together. Um, Even though we weren't talking consistently and hanging out, but it was really nice. But yeah, I've lost that contact too. That was years ago. Like I met her in 4th grade. Like it was years ago. But yeah, adapting to, or well, having to go through meeting new people, as much as it sucks and you won't want to adapt to it, there's no harm in giving it a try.
Yeah, that's true.
If you give it a try and then you decide, no, I still don't really want to, then it's okay. At least you tried. You can say that you tried.
Trying is always better than not trying, because then you at least know what's on the other side.
Yeah. It's good to see that other side. It's honestly really nice to have change. But humans aren't, humans aren't built for change.
Yeah, most of the time changes can be good, but like other times it can be worse. Like I haven't always moved around schools as much as you have, but I've moved on to a few different schools with a few different kinds of systems. And the one I did before doing the IB was the stupid British IGCSE system. The school itself wasn't bad. The system was horrid, and the people in it were worse. Because IGCSE schools, like especially British schools all over Bulgaria, are filled with the best way I can put it is pompous rich kids. They did not like me because I wasn't one of them, which caused this clique problem throughout the entire school, and that no one like accepted. Everyone was like, no, everyone here is family, we're all good. We were not family, nothing was good, and everyone was miserable. But overcoming it was a crucial part of me accepting living there. And like me finding a friend group outside of school was the only thing that made me able to get through it, because then I had people who actually liked me as a person, who wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
Which honestly just proves the whole thing of you have to find some way to adapt to whatever situation you're in. Like even if it's a temporary situation, you have to kind of adapt to it, because otherwise you can just make your like life hell and your mental state worsen.
Yeah. But in order to adapt, you have to try things.
You also have to want to get over it.
Yeah.
If there's no want, then there's no point.
Yeah, you're just gonna stay in like this spiral if you have like no want. And then you keep complaining about it. Which I get it, I've done it myself.
Yeah.
But it gets annoying even to the people around you.
It can become a lot very quickly.
Yeah. I've had my moments where I've been a lot to other people, including my parents. And so it just kind of gets to a point where it's like, okay, fine. I have to try. And then I did. I mean, I got lucky where I just kind of got in situations where I met new people. Not because I actually was trying or wanted to meet new people, but because I ended up getting approached. Or again, I was just put in a situation where I had to communicate. And that got things to start. When I first got into our school, I was just alone. Like the first day for us, because you joined later, right?
I joined in September.
Yeah, so for the beginning of most of the students, we kind of just had like a little assembly, and then we would have hot dogs. And as I was getting like a hot dog, there was this like one person who approached me and was like, hey, you look really nice and stuff. Like, do you want to hang out with us while eating lunch? And that was a great way to start the year. I was like, wow, I'm already talking to someone.
Yeah, that's pretty much same with me. When like during sports day, the girls, like some girls approached me. They're like, yo, you want to come and like run and walk with us? And I was like, sure. And then we did, and then we kind of hung out afterwards and studied. And then kind of went off from there.
Yeah. But even if you start having conversations, I will say that, at least for me, there's been moments where I'm meeting new people and it's getting me social. And that's the good thing, because there might be a case where you are not going to be forever with this person you immediately met. Maybe this is going to be like one time you guys talk, but it already brings that like um either like a need to like socialize or continuous like understanding and learning to be better at like social
Or you can
situations.
meet other people through that person.
Yeah.
And they'll become your friends.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in school.
Yeah. Kind of like how that one person I don't talk to anymore. I still talk to a lot of their friends. Because, they actually liked me. They paid attention to, like, things I did, and I did the same for them, and we kind of just hit it off.
Yeah.
It just kind of sucks the person that I met them through. I no longer speak to them. But I adapted and got better friends.
Yeah, it happens. But I do believe that, there's 8 billion people in this world. There has to be someone that works well with you.
Yep.
There will always be that someone somewhere.
Find that one in a billion, actually, no. But, like, there's always going to be people who, like, don't like you, and that's fine. Because, like, not everyone's gonna like everyone. Some people are just evil, I like to put it. Because people are just evil sometimes. But it's fine. You'll find someone who out there who like likes you, and then maybe you meet their group and like they also like you.
Find somebody that matches your freak.
Exactly.
Is somebody in a match my freak? Is
Exactly.
somebody in a match my Okay.
Sidetrack.
But that's at least people with like school, and I think it probably we're both unemployed.
Very unemployed.
Take what we're saying, not fully, out of experience, but from what I've heard from other people that I know who have worked, is that it's basically the same thing with like school. You like go to work, you're gonna meet some people depending on the work you're doing. If it's like part-time, you'll probably have someone who's like training you and getting you started depending on what it is. So you're gonna meet that person, you're probably gonna rely on that person a little bit in those situations and stuff, and then you will meet people. And with work, I think you are forced a bit more to socialize at work compared to school. Like at school, there is a need to socialize because of classes and like I guess also like groups and stuff, because you'll constantly see stuff like that. And then projects also come in as well. But with work, it's like you're forced to work literally doing shift. A job. You need to socialize to a certain extent.
During jobs, you need to have a bit more maturity, and you like get over problems easier.
Yeah.
At least from my own personal experience, and like from what I hear about with my employed friends.
Yeah, exactly. So in a working situation, so I guess if you can't really find people at school or you're struggling, at least if you're like working, you'll definitely be put in situations where you'll communicate.
Yeah, which is good because like even if you like being alone sometimes, communicating with someone like at least once a day is always good because it gets like the brain like a feeling of okay, well maybe we're not alone. We have someone we can talk to every once in a while. That's good.
Mm-hmm. And you'll adapt to the scenario and the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now those are like small changes of like moving schools. How about when like big events happen?
Like when you move countries.
Well, if you move countries for like not having a choice, for me, that's what like mostly happened. And I at least got into a pretty depressed state, at least from studying depression in psychology class. It's kind of making me think that maybe I was. But the thing is, anyone can be depressed. You don't even have to be diagnosed.
Symptoms.
Symptoms, yes.
I can't speak. Apologies, my good ma'am.
You're fine. You know I do worse.
Yep. Let's bring up that other episode where you messed up like 3 different words in the same sentence.
We don't talk about it.
No, we do.
No, we don't.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, but like moving countries is a big stressor for many people. I know it was for me as well. Because, yes, I knew the language, I knew the people, but like it was against my will, like half of it, and I was just like, okay, I guess we're doing this now. Fun? Not so much. Are we doing it anyways?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Or sometimes you'll have big things on, like, maybe rumors at school, for example.
Mm-hmm.
That causes a big change, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, my last school didn't have much.
Oh, my last school was...
My previous school... Probably... Yeah, but it did have, like, a decent amount. I can't really remember it now, but I also wasn't very involved in that, so I don't have much on, like, that. But I think you've either experienced crazy rumors going around and how that changes, like, friendship dynamics so much, or you've seen it on TV.
Yeah. I just remember in my last school, I don't know what they were speaking about. All I know is that they were speaking about me. Because people in my old class, like when I was still there, the people didn't mind me or just didn't really pay attention to me. But as soon as I leave, my god, I heard that they were talking mad stuff about me. I even earned like a few nicknames, which was fun to find out.
It's always, like, not in front of you.
It's also always the people who don't like show any like interest when you're there, but as soon as you leave, you're like the talk of the town. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is extremely insane.
And then I only found out because one of them still had some respect for me and was like, yo, they found this about you and they're talking mad. And I was like, thank you, noted, and I removed them all. Because why would I let people like that still like be in my area?
Yeah, that's...
In my little corner of the internet. How dare they?
Yeah, that's dumb.
It's really dumb.
But rumors happen. It happens to everyone.
Hopefully not everyone, but it happens to a lot.
It happens to majority of people. I think I rarely meet anyone who hasn't, like, had stuff talked about their back, or maybe they don't even know if they've had that before.
Yeah, some people are better at hiding that kind of stuff than others.
Yeah, but if you have situations where stuff gets said and your friendship dynamics changed, or they change for, like, other reasons, or if you're forced to adapt to, I don't know, different situations, whether it's maybe something as, like, financial reasons. That's probably, like, a pretty simple one of just, like, financially can't do a certain thing. Let's say, well, I'm trying to think of something
like going
financial.
to an amusement park with your class or something. I don't know.
It could be something like that. But when I think of, like, bigger stuff, I guess you could think, like,
going to a concert, maybe. Like if we're talking big financial stuff.
True. Or maybe you, like, planned a trip and you don't have enough money for that trip, and then it gets messy, and just...
Forgot we don't have a camera recording. Basically, Mel mentioned a trip and I pulled a mad face because we've been planning a lot of trips recently.
Trips are always being planned, but that's just because we both want to do stuff. It's more of getting
broke to do anything about it.
We're two unemployed students.
You guess you could say we're two broke girls. Like that one show.
What show?
I'll show you later. It's two broke girls living together.
That sounds chaotic and fun.
It'd be us in the future though.
I hope not.
And I already know which one you're gonna be. I'll show you. Anyways, sidetracked.
Stop sidetracking.
You also do.
I do a lot, actually. I think I'm worse.
Anyways.
Honestly, this episode is super inconsistent. Inconsistent is
a word.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I realized. Fuck. Inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
English is a funny language. But overall, my main advice, I think, towards big things, like, happening, is that you technically have different ways of reacting to it. That's why I was mentioning, like, with friends and stuff, or if there's, like, I don't know, a rumor that's going around, you kind of have to just accept that it's happening and move on. At least for me, it's like, oh, be the better person. Think for yourself of like, oh, doesn't matter what they're saying. They're just saying that stuff to be that way, but I know who I am. And that's more important. It's more important for you to know who you are and for you
or to know who your friends
Yeah.
are, like what they're actually like.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people talk behind other people's backs when they don't even know the person personally.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're adapting into like the changes in your friendships because you guys don't like each other anymore or there's other issues, there is a bunch of people at school. There is clubs. There is teachers. Some teachers are honestly really nice, and some of them I even like love to just talk about normal stuff.
Talk to about normal stuff. Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes it doesn't have to be class related if you're like that good like friends with your teacher. In some cases, you can also find communities and people outside
of school,
which is one of the nice things about social media is being able to find community without having like to go through like much distance or like a specific location and every almost like not everyone but a lot of people are on their phones and on the internet and there's a bunch of communities in every kind of way. So you usually can find some place that you are comfortable because if you cannot really find it at school and there's too much going on, you're not completely alone. There's a bunch of other people that will either have experienced the same thing or that understand your character better and relate to you and are just similar as a person.
Just generally like you.
Yeah, or just like you.
They can just like your vibe and be like, yo, I like you as a person. You're not my friend.
Now, if we're going to like bigger situations, I think like if we're going into like I guess I don't know, not having like money for a certain thing that you planned for. I mean, if we're going the financial way, then unfortunately, yes, you might have to just change plans and you might have to cancel. It sucks saying that if you've planned it with people as well, having to be like, hey, this unfortunately isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
It's either you like it's either you how to explain? Like ask sometimes for help.
Yeah.
But that depends also on the people. If you're comfortable to actually talk about that financial stuff with certain people, because you shouldn't just talk about it with anyone.
Yeah, but also sometimes people are not generally asking, like they're not generally comfortable asking for help to anyone.
Yeah.
I'm one of those type of people. I hate asking for help.
Yeah, me too.
But sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah. Sometimes it will be something like that, and usually I'd say it's best with someone you are comfortable, like
like
and you trust. Because if you go into details of that kind of thing, or maybe your own personal life on big, more scary stuff, it's usually best to communicate and find support with that. And sometimes people can help you adapt into a change because they'll then make you realize what's wrong and what they would recommend be best. I personally can't really say much because I don't know your situation. If I knew your situation, I then could help in some sort of way, right? But it's not like that. I don't know you guys personally, so I have to
every situation is special to the person.
Yeah.
Like two people can be going through the same situation but handling it differently.
Yeah, people do handle things differently. Handling things differently. I mean, everyone works completely differently. In psychology, we had a section where we did talk about like adaptation or like in changes. Let's say like you do move to like a different country, like we mentioned, right? And it's basically a scale of how much do you keep from your previous culture, and the like what you take in from the new culture. Yeah, acculturation, which depending on where you go, kind of shows how you mentally are and deal with things, and finding ways to work around that is It's something. It's difficult.
It's definitely something.
Yeah, but
Hee hee ha. Sorry.
you're good. But I think I'd say, yeah. But in this case, it's nice to talk to people. If you don't know who to talk to, then I guess either look for things online. If you have a certain situation, look up on like YouTube's
Or
about
usually
certain
many
thing.
type of mentors are good teachers.
Mentors, yeah.
And that can be mentors of any kind, like just people you generally look up to, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I know this completely went like somewhere else. I have no idea what this episode is. I might as well call it. I have no idea what this is.
We have no idea, comrade.
Ah, yes.
Communism. Be careful with my nails.
I'm so sorry. But, yeah. Hee
hee. Yeah, this is an audio-only episode because I messed up and the camera malfunctioned. So, that's fun. And
hee. Yeah, but we'll be working on it. This is kind of a short episode, unfortunately.
It's a different format generally.
It's different. There's a bunch of topics like that are messy, but like it's not fully organized.
This entire episode was messy, but that's fine. We're two high school students who are figuring it out. Our first ever podcast, even though this is episode 5, but we don't talk about it.
We haven't gotten to like the people who do like hundreds of episodes. Those are fucking experts, okay?
Well, yeah.
But I'd say we are doing a decent job.
Yeah,
we're just learning like a lot, and everything has been kind of challenging recently with school. We are both graduates, going to be. We're on our last year, so
let's hope I graduate.
It's you will shut the fuck up. You will graduate.
Okay,
don't even.
If you say so.
I believe in you.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are extremely smart.
Biggest lie in the century, but okay.
I don't lie.
Anyways.
But yeah, I'm very sorry that this episode is
a bit messy.
It's all over the place. And if you did find something from this, I'm glad. If you didn't understand it, I completely get it.
That's fine. It's a challenge we have to overcome.
Yeah.
I tied it back
but
to the episode.
We know we have ideas for next episodes that are coming up. So those will definitely be organized.
The next one's a bit more structured, I promise.
Yes, and we also have a Halloween episode idea that should be fun.
Don't spoil.
I'm not going to spoil. I'm just trying to get the people excited. Let me get the people excited, okay?
That's fine, but don't spoil.
I won't spoil.
Good.
But be hyped up for that. Even if this was a mess, hey, stuff in the future will stuff is coming up. So, yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this random rant.
I know one person who's given me feedback. They keep saying like, "Yeah, I like listening to your episodes because like this is stuff I've never thought about before," and I'm like, "Oh my god, we're just rambling half the time."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like, "This helps me," and I'm like, "Oh my god, we're teaching someone something."
We're teaching. We should not be allowed.
Shh. We're a podcast. It's a form of knowledge, I guess.
We get to talk about our personal opinions.
Because we don't do that anywhere else.
Definitely not.
No.
But yeah, I'm glad that at least some of the stuff we say helps, even though I think we just kind of completely go off majority of the time.
I thought I just had an idea I need to share with you after the episode. Okay, I guess we'll end that one there.
I guess, yeah. You know what? We're leaving you guys to mystery for the next episodes. Okay, well.
Hi.
Okay. Bye, guys. Have a nice day. Or night.
Or morning.
There you go. Okay, well.
Bye.
Goodbye. And stay comfy. No, that was cringe.
Comfy.
That was horrible. No, we're
Stay
leaving.
Comfy, guys.
No.